Grand Theft Auto is arguably the biggest and most iconic gaming franchise of all time. From the tough streets of Liberty City to the beautiful Vinewood Hills of Los Santos, Grand Theft Auto has changed the game. Literally. Whether you're here for the epic missions, the unforgettable characters, or just pure open world chaos, this series has done it all. Today, we're taking a deep dive into the Grand Theft Auto series, how it started, how it's grown, and where it might be headed next. Let's get into it. It all started with a game called Race and Chase. Race and Chase was the original concept for what would later become Grand Theft Auto. It was the same project, but the name and some aspects of the game were changed during development. Race and Chase was an open-world game with a top-down perspective that featured police chases and races with an open environment. You could take on the role of a police officer and pursue criminals. However, this concept was deemed uninteresting and the developers decided to add some spice to the project. They decided that not only would players be able to play as police, but you could now play as the criminal. This shift in the project, with many others, led them to rename Race and Chase to Grand Theft Auto. This first Grand Theft Auto game was released in November 1997 for the PC, a month later for the PlayStation 1, and in October 1999 for the Game Boy Color. Grand Theft Auto 1 took place in the well-known cities that we visit today, Liberty City, San Andreas, and Vice City. You could choose between 8 different characters and complete missions across these 3 different cities. The choice of your character did not affect the story or gameplay, it just allowed you to personalize your experience. For its time, it was a fun game to play, and it was also considered a commercial success. It sold over 1 million copies in 1998 and eventually reached 3 million copies sold during its lifespan. But they were not done yet. They released 2 DLC mission packs. One released in April 1999 called GTA London 1969, and the other released in June called GTA London 1961. These new DLC packs expanded on the original game with a new map, vehicles, and missions. These add-ons were a #1 seller and topped the charts according to Take-Two Interactive. All the success from GTA 1 and its DLCs gave the developers the momentum and resources to create its sequel. A few months after the GTA London DLC packs were released, the anticipation started building as Grand Theft Auto 2 neared its release. And DMA Design and Rockstar didn't hold back. They had a great marketing campaign launching an 8-minute short film created to advertise the game. GTA 2 took place in a fictional city called Anywhere City, and it was divided into 3 different districts: downtown, residential, and industrial. You played as the character named Claude Speed, and the primary objective was to gain respect and work for various gangs in Anywhere City. Aside from some visual improvements, in addition to the gang system and a few small upgrades, GTA 2 felt very similar to its predecessor, which led to mixed reviews and lower sales. Rockstar learned from this, and their next game would completely change the future of gaming forever. This is where it all changed. Grand Theft Auto 3 marked a turning point for Rockstar. It was their first game set in a full 3D universe featuring a good story with cutscenes, brand new gun and driving mechanics, and a true open world that GTA players have never seen before. Taking place in the iconic Liberty City, which is Rockstar's gritty take on New York. You play as Claude, a silent but deadly protagonist who starts off robbing a bank with his girlfriend, Catalina. She ends up crossing him and leaving him for dead.
Sorry, babe. I'm an ambitious girl. You're just small time.
Catalina thought that she had the perfect plan and she was just going to ride off into the sunset with her Banshee getaway car. She made one huge mistake. She didn't finish the job. Claude survives Catalina's betrayal, but he doesn't escape the law. He was sentenced to 10 years in prison. However, fate had other plans. During the prison transfer, the convoy was ambushed by the Colombian cartel. They were after this old man, giving Claude the perfect opportunity to escape. It's time for Claude to get his revenge, but it wouldn't come easy. Claude would grapple with so many challenges, including deep-seated police corruption, gang violence, and mafia work just to get back face-to-face with Catalina. And that's exactly what he does. Claude faces Catalina for one last time at the finale of the game, and she tries to make her getaway escape in a helicopter. But Claude isn't letting her get away this time. He blows it out of the sky with a rocket launcher, killing Catalina on the spot. Grand Theft Auto 3 was released in October 2001 for the PlayStation 2, May 2002 for the PC, and November 2003 for the Xbox. It sold over 14.5 million copies, making it a major success for Rockstar Games. It was the most sold game on the PlayStation 2 and wasn't outsold until the next iconic Rockstar project. Grand Theft Auto Vice City was a strong follow-up to GTA 3, taking Rockstar Games' 3D open world to new heights. Inspired by 1980s Miami, the neon-lit city draws influence from iconic films and TV shows like Scarface and Miami Vice. The main character, Tommy Vercetti, is brought to life by Ray Liotta, the acclaimed actor best known for one of my favorite films, Goodfellas. Tommy Vercetti is a former gangster that served a 15-year prison sentence in Liberty City. He's sent to Vice City by his boss, Sonny Forelli, to oversee a drug deal that goes wrong.
Sonny.
Tommy, it's been too long.
Tommy must navigate betrayal, chaos, and violence as he fights to take back what he lost, and build his own criminal empire. In the final mission, Tommy Vercetti confronts his former boss, Sonny, at his mansion after being betrayed. The mission centers around defending the mansion, protecting the cash in the safe, and ultimately taking down Sonny once and for all.
Tommy! What? No big hugs for your old buddy?
I've had 15 years out of the loop. I'm a bit rusty on family etiquette.
Oh, he's angry, huh, Tommy? Didn't I say your temper would get you into trouble, huh?
There's 3 mil in the cases.
How many was it, 10? No, 11 men. That's how you get to be called the Howard Butcher.
You sent me to kill one man. One man! They knew I was coming, Sonny.
Tommy, watch your tone. Anyone would think you blame me for that unfortunate set of circumstances.
Just take the money.
Get the damn cash. You know, Tommy, I did what I could for you. I pulled strings, called in favors. I was your friend, Tommy. I hoped you'd see sense, see what's good for business. I trusted you, Tommy, and you disappointed me. But at least someone in your chicken shit organization knows how to do business. Isn't that right, Lance?
Sorry, Tommy. This is Vice City. This is business.
You sold us out.
No, I sold you out, Tommy. I sold you out. The real cash is upstairs in the safe.
So, Tommy, what was the big plan? You think I'd just take the fake cash, save face, and run away with my tail between my legs?
No. I just wanted to piss you off before I kill you.
Rockstar released Vice City on October 27, 2002. It quickly became the best-selling video game of the year, selling over 17.5 million copies. It was also one of the best-selling PlayStation 2 games of all time. Rockstar Games delivered a masterpiece with GTA Vice City, and its outstanding reception proved it. After this release, expectations were really high, and surpassing Vice City seemed unlikely. But the next game proved Rockstar was more than up to the challenge. Coming off the massive success of GTA Vice City, Rockstar knew they had to raise the bar with their next release, and with San Andreas, they did just that. San Andreas introduced a wide range of features that Vice City lacked, such as learning new fighting styles, working out at the gym, customizing cars, swimming, gambling, playing basketball, dating, and even eating to maintain your strength. Well, sometimes. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas tells the story of Carl Johnson, or CJ, who returns to his hometown of Los Santos, which is based on Los Angeles, California, after being away for 5 years. He comes back in 1992 after learning that his mother has been murdered. Upon returning, CJ finds that his old neighborhood is in complete chaos. His family is falling apart, his gang Grove Street Families has lost its influence, and the corrupt police are making life even harder. The story revolves around CJ trying to rebuild his family's legacy, restore the Grove Street family's power, and uncover the truth behind his mother's murder. Along the way, he's pulled into a bunch of crime and struggles that take him beyond Los Santos to the cities of San Fierro and Las Venturas, which are Rockstar's spin-off of San Francisco and Las Vegas. Over the course of the game, CJ becomes deeply involved in gang activity, government conspiracies, criminal enterprises, and ultimately rises from this small-time gangster to a powerful figure in the criminal underworld. You meet a wide cast of memorable characters across the 3 game's major cities, but these are the most important to the story. CJ, which is the game's protagonist, Sweet, CJ's older brother, Kendall Johnson, CJ's supportive sister, Ryder, who is an unpredictable member of Grove Street Gang who later turns on the crew, Officer Tenpenny, who is a corrupt cop voiced by Samuel L. Jackson, and last but not least, Big Smoke, who is a fan favorite. He was a longtime friend of CJ's family, but later revealed to have betrayed the gang. In the final missions of GTA San Andreas, CJ learns that Big Smoke has betrayed him.
Hey, Sweet!
What's up?
It's time for smoke.
Leading to the final confrontation where CJ hunts him down and kills him.
Hey, Smoke, what made you flip out like that, man? Was it the drugs or what?
I got caught up in the money, the power. I don't give a shit. Oh, fuck, man.
Why you just didn't quit, man? We was like family, homie.
I had no choice. I had to do it. I just see the opportunity of when I'm gone, everyone gonna remember my name. Big Smoke. Oh.
Damn, man. What a waste.
Just as the dust settles, Officer Tenpenny shows up to steal Big Smoke's drug money and escape. But CJ's not having it. CJ chases Tenpenny through the streets of Los Santos until he crashes. Severely injured from the crash, Tenpenny dies, putting an end to all the corruption and chaos that he has caused.
Come on, assholes! I'll take you all. You're mine. Mine! I run this town. Hey! Over here! Hey! Officer down, come on! Hey! Assholes! You never understood what I did. 50 of me, and this town would be okay. I took the trash out. I did. And I'd do it all again.
Don't do it, man. He's gone.
I just want to be sure it's over, man. That's all.
It's cool. Don't need to put a bullet in him. He killed himself in a traffic accident. No one to blame.
CJ and the gang live happily ever after. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas was a huge success, becoming the best-selling PlayStation 2 game of all time, with over 17.3 million copies sold on that platform alone. Across all platforms, it sold 27.5 million copies, which was the most sold game that Rockstar has made at that point. To this day, it's still considered one of the best games in the Grand Theft Auto series. The next few games that Rockstar released were handheld titles for the PlayStation Portable that were later ported to the PlayStation 2. By then, though, most of us were already moving to the PlayStation 3. GTA Liberty City Stories and Vice City Stories served as prequels to the main games GTA 3 and Vice City, while GTA Chinatown Wars acted as a sequel to the GTA 4 storyline. I won't go deep into these titles as I didn't play them extensively, but I'll cover the main points. Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories is a prequel to Grand Theft Auto 3 set in 1998, which is 3 years before the events happened in GTA 3. The game follows Tony Cipriani, a loyal made man in the Leone crime family, who returns to Liberty City after years of hiding for killing a fellow mobster. To reclaim his standing, he must climb through the ranks once more, maneuvering through the city and its most ruthless gangs and corruption. There was small changes to the maps, and some characters with familiar faces like Tony from Grand Theft Auto 3. Liberty City Stories was released in October 2005 and later ported to the PlayStation 2 in June 2006. Grand Theft Auto Vice City Stories took us back to the streets of Vice City, but this time in 1984, 2 years before the events of the original Vice City. We step into the shoes of Victor Vance, a soldier trying to support his family that becomes caught up in the city's chaos. One of the most interesting things about the game is seeing how the map changes were made to reflect the city before the events of Vice City. As a prequel, it shows the rise of familiar faces and the early days of the empire we'd later see in Vice City. Vice City Stories was released on October 31st, 2006 on the PSP, and then later ported to the PlayStation 2 in March 2007. Grand Theft Auto Chinatown Wars took the series in a fresh direction. Landing on handhelds with a comic-inspired art style and top-down perspective like the original games, the game was set in the GTA 4 era of Liberty City, and it serves as a sequel to that story following Huang Li and the spoiled son of a triad boss as he's thrown into this violent struggle for power after his father's murder. One of the most interesting things about the game is how it packs the scale and detail of Liberty City into a handheld experience, while introducing unique features like the deep drug trading system. Grand Theft Auto Chinatown Wars was released on handhelds on March 17, 2009. Grand Theft Auto Chinatown Wars may have not been a fan favorite, but the next GTA title would be one of the best Grand Theft Auto games of all time. With GTA 4, Rockstar didn't just release a game, they delivered an experience that many still have as the pinnacle of the series. Liberty City came alive with the New York-inspired detail, while Niko Bellic's dark and emotional journey, backed by the cast of amazing characters, made an instant classic in gaming history. Arriving from Eastern Europe, Niko Bellic arrives in Liberty City chasing the American dream, only to find it's twisted into something far darker. Drawn into his cousin Roman's chaotic world of gambling debts and shady connections, Niko is quickly forced to work with various criminal organizations to survive and navigate through the dangerous world of Liberty City, forming alliances and making enemies along the way. Every decision drags him deeper into a web of disloyalty and violence as Niko learns that in Liberty City, the dream always comes with a price. In the final chapter, Niko Bellic comes face to face with Dmitri, the ruthless Russian mobster who betrayed him. You had two choices, which would decide the fate of everyone that he cares about. You had the revenge ending and the deal ending. Choosing revenge sends Nico to hunt Dimitri down, ending his life, but his men strike back, killing Kate, who's Nico's girlfriend, on Roman's wedding day. The story closes with Nico leaving the island alongside Roman and Jacob, carrying the weight of the loss. Choosing the deal has Nico agreeing to work with Dimitri on a heroin deal, only to be crossed once again. He then kills Dimitri, his men take Roman's life, leaving Nico with nothing but grief. 2 choices, 2 tragedies. In Liberty City, there's no happy endings. Grand Theft Auto 4 was released on April 29, 2008, and sold over 25 million copies. Shortly after Grand Theft Auto 4's release, Rockstar expanded its story with 2 DLC packs, which brought their own spin to Liberty City. The Lost and Damned launched first on February 17, 2009, followed by The Ballad of Gay Tony on October 29, 2009. The Lost and Damned put you in a role of Johnny Klepitz, the vice president of Lost Motorcycle Club, who has been keeping the gang stable while its president, Billy Gray, was in rehab. When Billy returns, his reckless thirst for violence and chaos sparks turf wars with rival gangs, and even causes problems within the club itself. Johnny must navigate through the chaos and fallout of Billy's destructive leadership across Liberty City. In the final mission, Johnny leads the remaining loyal members of the Lost Motorcycle Club to reclaim their clubhouse that was overtaken by Billy Gray. After fighting through hostile bikers and breaking into a prison, Johnny confronts Billy and kills him, ending his destructive reign. The crew then burns the clubhouse to the ground, symbolizing Johnny's decision to leave the gang life behind for good. Johnny's story seemed to be right on track, but if you fast forward to GTA 5, you'll see how Trevor brings it to a brutal end. The man who infiltrated a prison and killed many guards on the way and left on his motorcycle like a badass died to a bottle in the head. Rockstar did him dirty in recent years. The Ballad of Gay Tony puts you in the role of Luis Lopez, the trusted bodyguard and business partner of flamboyant nightclub owner Anthony Gay Tony Prince. As the clubs face tons of debt and shady entanglements, Luis must juggle loyalty to his boss with the demands of dangerous criminal contacts. The story plunges you into the Liberty City's glitzy nightlife, featuring high-stakes heists, tense negotiations, and explosive, over-the-top missions that push Luis to his limits. Overall, Grand Theft Auto 4 was an incredible game, and its story-driven DLC packs provided a strong conclusion to the saga of Liberty City. Given the success of GTA 4, fans eagerly anticipated Rockstar's next move, and GTA 5 lived up to the hype. Grand Theft Auto 5 became the most successful chapter in the franchise's history, shattering tons of records and even setting a new standard for open-world storytelling. Set back in the streets of Los Santos, GTA 5 tells this intertwined story of 3 very different men. Michael DeSanta, a retired bank robber trying to keep his family and his sanity together. Franklin Clinton, a young hustler looking for a way out of the street life. And Trevor Phillips, Michael's unhinged former partner who has absolutely no limits. Together, their paths lead to daring heists, dangerous missions, and betrayals that test the limits of their loyalty. As stakes rise, they're forced to confront corrupt government agents, ruthless criminals, and the consequences of their own choices. Grand Theft Auto 5 features 3 possible endings, determined by the player's choice during the final mission. You can kill Trevor, kill Michael, or choose the third option known as Death Wish, where all 3 protagonists survive. To most players, the Death Wish ending is widely regarded as the best, offering a thrilling conclusion that keeps the trio united against their enemies. Grand Theft Auto 5 was first released on September 17, 2013 for the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. It later came to the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One on November 18, 2014, and finally to the PC on April 14, 2015. They later made an expanded and enhanced version, which included a noticeable graphical and technical upgrade. This version was released on March 15th, 2022 for the PS5 and Xbox Series consoles. 2 weeks after GTA 5 came out, Grand Theft Auto Online released. Grand Theft Auto Online has been Rockstar's jackpot, keeping the game relevant and generating massive revenue for over 12 years. It offers a great open world multiplayer experience where you start from nothing and essentially build an empire. And the best part is, you can do it all with your friends. They continuously release DLCs for online, including properties, vehicles, clothing, rare items, and more to keep players engaged and excited. I can only imagine what they'll do with the next version of Online. Grand Theft Auto 6 is already breaking records before it's even out. From the 2 trailers to every bit of information that Rockstar's dropped, I've got all the details you need to get hyped and ready for GTA 6. Let's start with the characters. The 2 main protagonists are Jason Duval and Lucia Caminos. Jason grew up around grifters and crooks. After a stint in the army trying to shake off his troubled teens, he found himself in the Keys doing what he knows best, working for local drug runners. It might be time for him to try something new though. Lucia's father taught her to fight as soon as she could walk. Life has been coming at her swinging ever since. Fighting for her family landed her in the Leonida Penitentiary. Sheer luck got her out. Lucia learned her lesson though, and will only make smart moves from here on out. The next character we know of is Brian Hedder. Brian's letting Jason live rent-free in one of his properties, as long as he helps with local shakedowns and stops by for his wife Lori once in a while. He's a classic drug runner from the golden age of smuggling in the Keys. Still moving product through his boatyard with his third wife, Lori, Brian's been around long enough to let others do his dirty work. Then we have Cal Hampton. One of Jason's close friends and fellow associate of Brian's, Cal feels the safest hanging around at home, snooping on the Coast Guard comms with a few beers and private browser tabs open. Cal is at the low tide of America, and he's happy there. Casual paranoia loves company, but his friend Jason has bigger plans for him. Next up is Booby Ike. Booby is a local Vice City legend and acts like it. One of the few to transform his time in the streets into a legitimate empire, including real estate, a strip club, and a record studio. Booby's all smiles until it's time to talk business. And he might seem like he's just out for himself, but he's in partnership with young aspiring music artists like DragMe for only Raw Records that he's most invested in. Now they just need a hit. Speaking of DragMe was always more of a hustler than a gangster. Even when he's dealing on the streets to make ends meet, breaking into music was always the end goal. Now that he's signed with Real Dimes, DragMe's days of booking acts into the Booby strip club might be numbered as he sets his sights onto the Vice City streets. Moving on to Real Dimes. Viral videos, viral hooks is what they're about. Bay Lux and Roxy, aka Real Dimes, have been friends since high school. Girls that would spend their time shaking down local dealers into cold hard cash with spicy rap tracks and relentless social media presence. An early hit single took Real Dimes to new heights. Now after 5 years and a whole lot of trouble, they're only signed to Raw Records hoping lightning can strike twice and they can make another hit. Last but not least, already a fan favorite, Raul Batista. Raul's a seasoned bank robber, always on the hunt for talent ready to take the risks that bring the biggest rewards. Raul's recklessness raises the stakes with every score. Sooner or later, his crew will either have to double down or pull their chips from the table. From the trailers and screenshots, it's clear that GTA 6 will offer more activities than ever before. Everything from races, car washes, basketball, tennis, to fighting or working out, possibly in a more detailed San Andreas style, mini golf, scuba diving, kayaking, fishing, hunting, and even robberies. Moving on to the map, GTA 6 will feature the largest and most detailed world in the series. Thanks to the GTA 6 mapping community, Fans have analyzed every trailer, frame by frame, every screenshot, and even old leaks to piece together an up-to-date map. While it's not complete, as we haven't seen everything yet, it's likely the closest look at what the GTA 6 map will be. We do have 6 confirmed places in the map by Rockstar. Vice City, which is the main city, and Rockstar says we're a long way from the 80s, but Vice City is still the sun and fun capital of America. The glamour, hustle, and greed of America all captured in a single city. Leonida Keys, the gateway to paradise. Pull up a deck chair, but look out. You are right on the doorstep of some of the most beautiful and dangerous waters in America. Grass Rivers, which is based on the Everglades. The gators may be the most famous attraction here, but there are far deadlier predators and a lot more discoveries here. Port Gellhorn, which is Leonida's forgotten coast. Cheap motels, shut down attractions, and empty strip malls won't bring back the tourists. But there's a new economy in this once popular vacation spot. It's fueled by malt liquor, painkillers, and truck stop energy drinks. Jump on the dirt bike and hold on to your wallet. Mount Caliga National Park. A national landmark up against the state's northern border, Mount Caliga offers prime hunting, fishing, and off-roading trails in the lush surrounding of backwoods. Ambrosia, which is the heart of Leonida, American industry and the home of the Final Chapter biker gang. As for the cars in GTA 6, I've already made a detailed video on the vehicles, which I'll link in the description. I'm a huge car guy, so I love going over the car stuff. From the trailers and screenshots, we can spot classic rides from previous titles, alongside brand new, never-before-seen vehicles, which is exciting to see. Grand Theft Auto is by far my favorite gaming series of all time, and with this video I tried to give you a little bit of its history and what's to come next. I hope you learned something new, or maybe just felt some nostalgia along the way. Let me know in the comments what your favorite Grand Theft Auto game is, and what you're excited for in GTA 6. I do read the comments, so I'll be looking. If you made it this far in the video, I know it was a long one, I appreciate your time, and I will catch you guys all on the next one.